So what does the villager do when he's about to drown in the river? He gonna bet on himself, stand on his business, stay out the way, and Lord knows he gonna protect his own. Born under the bridge, but gonna die at the top. Just know, it all started on mission.
Luxury has always been part of the East Side. I feel like this wave originated in the 1940s with the Zoo City cats. When I was a youngin', I researched them and attended community events showcasing that style. Since then, I respected the confidence and estilo they form as a means of coping what they endured. Fast forward now, luxury practices are still in effect with Jorge Duran up on First Street. The Orozco and his contributions important and rich. Same thing with South House graphics. They have been at the intersection of art and social justice since the 70s, serving as a home for local artists, creativity, and development. I have personally experienced walking in nature for real. It's east of the river that you'll find talented creators like One, Gregory Bojorquez, and Judithe Hernandez, to name a few, you know. But really, everyone here exhibits creativity one way or another. Sentir Dolor is just a continuation of his mecca. The only difference, we're the one who branded our steps for the world of garments. I'm from Boyle Heights. When people think of Boyle Heights, they think it's the ghetto. However, I feel like this is the backbone of the city and a community of educated and working families striving to make society better. We have always been a mix of all this capitalist opponency, but to us it's home, before the new concrete. This is Sentir Dolor roots for real. There's some good eats out here in the east side of the Tepeyac Cafe, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Tepeyac family for hooking up with some shots.
Hey, best Mexican food in the world right here, baby. Brian Loyal, baby. That's what we do, man. Big time.
Man's on a mission.
Boyle Heights, this is where we are now. We've been here now for a long time, obviously. You guys know us for the Manuel Special, Hollenbeck. Everybody knows my grandpa Manuel. We're a family here. We try to uphold these traditions and try to make you guys enjoy the time you're here.
This is our backyard. I remember 2009, a P-Rock commercial dropped for his third shoe. I seen this ledge right here. I used to skate this shit. That was momentous for me. I'm like, they think the environment is special, you feel me? I think most people look at our proximity to downtown and our culture before our contribution. That perception overshadows our current atmosphere. So I understand when people say we were this or that, but I see us more like pioneers. Back in 2017, for one of my first designs, the Gratis button-up, I asked my friend Jimmy, who is now the co-owner of Sentir Dolor, if he was down to model it, and the homie was down. We hit at Pato almost like midnight to take a flick. I knew then, this shit for us for real.
Chase mine. Look, it's hard work, there was right time. This Rome wasn't built in one day. Best ideas coming on the freeway.
This area holds historical significance for the Latino community and LA in general. The surrounding area is the epicenter of a lot of cultural and artistic visions. This area was formerly known as Aliso Village. This is property of the Housing Authority of the City of Los Angeles. This is where we grew up. It looks somewhat nice over here. Buildings recently got painted, you got some trees. A lot of the same issues of any low-income community exist here. There's a lot of hardworking people from here. Regardless of any of that, some of the homies grew up, went on to be lawyers, some went on to be doctors. On a regular day, there was about 30 of us running through here, playing football, playing basketball. A lot of us have been homies since grade school. I believe that strength comes from a collective energy. The on-a-mission mentality is what allows us to come together. It's always been important for us to shift our minds towards a more layered perception for ourselves. We always want to look at it for what it is. It encompasses where the mission started and where it's headed. We understand it and we welcome it. The general concept of it is converting something that had no inherent connection and flipping that. Converting pain into strength. Like my boy Dolor says, we're just preserving our purpose.
Sentir Dolor represents a brotherhood, a design endeavor. It's our source of sustenance, and it falls under the umbrella of On a Mission. What is On a Mission? This is our way of life. The mission comes from the 4-mile arterial street where we live. We stay grounded because of it. Mission evolved naturally into a mindset that dictates to always stay in your lane and that the road will end one day. So take measures to protect yourself and your loved ones. Personally, it serves as a reminder for me that no matter what circumstances life throws my way, I must continue to step forward. At the end of the day, it's up to me to complete the mission, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, beyond this close shit, it applies to anyone and everything they're trying to achieve. Whether they're trying to be a better boss, spouse, friend, student, or overcoming obstacles. Having a mission for something is just human nature. There are multiple elements that stem from mission, but the para infrastructure is our main focal point. In my capacity as a founder, this fresh and close condition is crucial for us to push, and how we step in as the ether of these silhouettes. And we want to transmit it to you and the world as a gift that signifies confidence, truth, and inspiration. But overall, whatever we want it to be, OAN, till we rest.
The homies that you saw out here today, they're not my homies, they're my brothers. They're part of my family.
On the Mission means working class, because we stay working.
It's about the hustle, the grind, and the adversity against all odds. I'm on a mission to inspire the youth, and it's important to share that education, because education's power.
A culmination of teamwork, resilience, and hard work. The mission is just that, you know? It's helping each other and loving what you do and working really hard.
Way much allows in your liver, flawless when you come by me. I told you flush some pills to the river, flawless when you come by me.
It wouldn't have continued if it weren't for the people behind me, for real. Each of us is a vessel to this Mecca. This is greater than one. To raise something, it takes a village. Today, I hope to cultivate a foundation for tomorrow that will lead to internal fulfillment, and that is to compete as a collective. Honestly, these inner efforts emanate from me, not for someone else. It isn't about who's done it, who hasn't, but whether I can do it or not. Truth be told, I never really consumed designer products or got into the game the traditional way. I don't know a lick about it. It wasn't like there was a sense of style orchestrated here, or a thing to do, really. How I immersed myself was my perception of the game. That's why Sentir Dolor's clothes are an offspring of our environment and respect our own identity. My focus is primarily on why we do what we do. This is all due diligence motive to fulfill what makes sense to me, you know what I'm saying? To me, the skill sets you need to operate a brand are just tasks, but creating a beneficial lifestyle, now that's a blessing. Even though as of right now, this gratification is delayed, it's been a while since we had hope, but we made one. That's all that matters.
These are people you gotta keep with you forever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if the whole world thinks you wrong. You always right to me. That's just how I gotta be.
The importance of confidence. Access to garments that make you feel important and creating fly pieces have historically been ostracized and demoralized in this region. That's why consuming or supporting brands that don't consider your pros and cons is regular out here. Growing up, you had to throw on what you can. Some made that shit look fly, some did it. That's why out here we feel like if it's in you, then it doesn't matter what's on you really. If you cool peeps, then you're good. After running with that philosophy for a while, I found myself wondering, what might happen when you create it? I say in 2016, that shit just made me feel compelled to create and practice the craft. Today, through fabrication and technology, I aim to ensure importance for people and push our own palpable ideas. I don't believe we need acceptance. I think we're preserving our purpose. Although it is customary to do so, I don't like to seek validation from other people, especially if it's not genuine. But I'm listening to those I come across to for sure. There are no opportunity for those who appreciate our work. This represents the hope of coexistence and the opportunity to end generational curses. This approach was born out of the ability to value me before anyone else did. And I chose to continue in hopes to help my friends and family. And Sentir Dolor can continue to strive to deliver care and high quality service to all our clientele. Off the muscles. So choosing whether or not to join the mission is a simple decision. Respect all, but fuck with few. That's the time we've been on. Sentir Dolor, converting pain to strength.
Getting in my way to interrupt the mission. Manifested where I never came through. Every dollar